Hey there, Ravens Nation. We're in 2024, and our team is soaring high with an 8-4 record and one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. However, even with Lamar Jackson playing like an MVP, Derrick Henry dominating on the ground, and Mark Andrews shining in the passing game, some important questions are arising that we need to discuss. Are the decisions from last offseason starting to cost us dearly? Losing Jadeveon Clowney and John Simpson may have been a mistake, and the instability on the offensive line is beginning to take its toll. To complicate matters, injuries are piling up. Charlie Kolar is out for weeks, and key players like Kyle Van Noy and Roquan Smith are battling physical issues. As if that weren't enough, we have roster changes, with the arrival of tight end Scotty Washington and the potential return of rookie TJ Tampa. But are these moves enough to fill the gaps we have right now? Today, we're going to dive deep into all these issues. We'll talk about the consequences of Clowney and Simpson's departures, the impact of the injuries, and how these changes might affect our performance for the rest of the season. So, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Ravens heading to the Super Bowl. Let's discuss all of this together. Let's start by discussing the absences that are weighing heavily this season. Jadeveon Clowney, who was one of the cornerstones of the Ravens' pass rush last season, did not have his contract renewed due to budget constraints. He went to the Carolina Panthers, where, unfortunately, his production has dropped drastically. But honestly, would he have maintained his level in Baltimore? Our pass rush, led by Kyle Van Noy and Odafe Oweh, has good numbers, but it lacks depth. Clowney could be just the player we need to bring consistency to the unit. Speaking of consistency, the offensive line is also struggling. John Simpson's departure to the Jets has left a void that has yet to be filled. Players like Daniel Falale, Patrick McCree, and Ben Cleveland are having difficulties maintaining their performance, while Tyler Linderbaum is holding things together at center. Was it a mistake not to invest more in retaining Simpson? With a stronger line, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry could be even more devastating. Now, let's talk about injuries. The absence of Charlie Kolar for at least 4 weeks is a significant loss for the passing game. To fill this gap, the Ravens signed Scotty Washington, who has previously been with the Steelers, Bengals, and Patriots. He brings flexibility and can be promoted to the active roster if needed. But will he be able to make a difference in an offense that relies so much on dynamic tight ends? And there's more. Roquan Smith, the heart of our defense, is dealing with a thigh injury. Although he has participated in limited practices, his presence against opponents like the Eagles is crucial. Kyle Van Noy is also dealing with physical issues, and rookie TJ Tampa, who is returning from injured reserve, could be an important addition to the defense's depth. But will these changes be enough to keep our team competitive as the season approaches its final stretch? So, Ravens Nation, we've reached a critical point. What do these moves and challenges mean for the future of our team? On one hand, it's exciting to see Lamar Jackson leading an explosive offense and seeing Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews playing at the highest level. On the other hand, injuries and gaps in the offensive line and pass rush raise serious questions about our ability to compete against the best teams in the league. The absence of Jadeveon Clowney and John Simpson is felt now more than ever. Clowney could bring consistency to the pass rush, while Simpson would stabilize the offensive line. These offseason decisions, which seemed right at the time, are showing their impact as the season progresses. And the injuries. Roquan Smith needs to be healthy because without him, the defense loses its identity. Kyle Van Noy also needs to return to his best, especially with tough games ahead. The return of TJ Tampa is a positive sign, but he still needs time to readjust to the pace of the NFL. And what about Scotty Washington? He has the potential to contribute, but relying on players coming from the practice squad is always a risk. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about these decisions and changes? Was it a mistake to let Clowney and Simpson go? And can Scotty Washington and TJ Tampa really fill those gaps? Write in the comments because we want to know your opinion. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to keep up with all the updates about the Ravens. We're in this together, Ravens Nation, and the best is yet to come.